What if I told you that scientists are no longer just editing human DNA? They're now building it from scratch. Not cloning, not cutting and pasting, but engineering brand new human chromosomes, base by base. It's real, it's happening in the UK, and it's called the Synthetic Human Genome Project. Welcome to a future that feels like science fiction, only it's not fiction anymore. In June 2025, 5 of the UK's leading universities launched one of the most controversial scientific projects in human history. Backed by a $12.6 million grant, their goal is nothing short of monumental: to design and construct synthetic versions of human DNA tailor-made in the lab. They're not just tinkering with genes. They're assembling entire human chromosomes, the blueprints of life, atom by atom, base pair by base pair. It's called the SynHG project, short for Synthetic Human Genome, and depending on who you ask, it's either the dawn of biological enlightenment or the first step down a very dangerous road. Now, you might wonder, haven't scientists been editing genes for years? We've had CRISPR. We've even cured diseases in embryos. So what's the big deal? Here's the difference. Editing is like proofreading a book, but SynHG wants to write the book from scratch. They're creating synthetic DNA sequences that could replace natural chromosomes entirely. This gives scientists godlike control, modifying, adding, or deleting massive segments of DNA to potentially eliminate genetic diseases, boost human immunity, or even design biological enhancements. But it also opens doors we might not be ready to walk through. Imagine this. What if one day we can build a person whose DNA is 100% lab designed? What if we grow synthetic organs that are genetically modified to never age? Or what if someone decides to build a genome that doesn't even resemble a natural human one? The scientists behind SynHG promise they're not creating synthetic humans or designer babies. At least, not yet. The initial goal is to build a single synthetic human chromosome, possibly chromosome 21, which is linked to Down syndrome, as a proof of concept. They'll test their work in lab-grown cells and even mice to see how well these synthetic genes perform. The hope? That one day we can use fully customized DNA to cure cancers, reverse aging, or even grow organs on demand. But not everyone's applauding. Bioethicists are raising alarms. What happens if a synthetic gene mutates unpredictably? What if rogue labs start building custom genomes for private clients? Or worst of all, what if synthetic biology falls into the wrong hands? This isn't a sci-fi plot. It's already happened with DIY biohackers creating synthetic viruses in home labs. The SynHG project, while ethical and regulated, represents an exponential leap in power. Because when we can design human DNA from zero, the question isn't just, what can we do? It becomes, what should we do? And here's where it gets even weirder. Some researchers believe this kind of synthetic biology could one day lead to digital life. Organisms encoded entirely from computer-generated DNA, blurring the line between biological and artificial intelligence. Could we one day download consciousness into synthetic DNA structures? Could AI evolve biologically using lab-built genomes? The implications are profound, terrifying, exciting, unpredictable. We're standing at the threshold of something revolutionary. If the Synthetic Human Genome Project succeeds, it could be the biggest breakthrough since decoding the genome itself. But whether it will heal the world or rewrite it entirely remains unknown. Let me ask you this. If we could build perfect DNA, should we? Would you trust a future built one base pair at a time? Stay curious, stay aware. And if this blew your mind, you know what to do. Like, share, and subscribe, because the future is being written right now. And I am TechBug, bringing it to your screen, one mystery at a time.